Now that's pretty impressive. But the problem with any sports saloon is that there's always a trade-off, because you need stiff suspension for this sort of high-speed track work. When you go to public roads, you have poor ride quality. They're not very comfortable to sit in for long periods. This is where the 4C technology starts, because with this new Volvo S60R, I've got 3 different active chassis settings. I've got the Advanced, which I've just been in now, which gives very stiff suspension for that maximum gripping corners. I've also got a happy medium, a sport setting, and a comfort setting. Now on the track, there is a bit too much roll. The chassis is not controlled as much as I would like it to be. But when you go to public roads, you've got a wonderful, smooth, comfortable ride. Let me show you a little demonstration to prove the point. One of the great things about coming to this Volvo test track is that they've got all sorts of roads for different types of tests. They've got different road surfaces as well, and some really nasty ribbed ones to test suspension to their ultimate capabilities. So with the help of the Volvo test track and a little glass of water, I'm going to demonstrate to you just how good this 4C technology is, starting of course with a comfort setting. So 50 kilometers an hour, we'll just hold the water there on the console and see what happens. Not a drop spilt. Now we'll switch to Advanced and see the difference. I think that demonstrated it quite well, don't you? So you see, with this new Volvo, you can now have a car in which you can take your fragile grandmother to visit her friends in maximum gentle comfort, and then, at the flick of a switch, give yourself a sporting drive home. But to fully understand how this new 4C technology really works with its continually controlled chassis concept, we need to keep it in Advanced, switch off the DSTC, and give this chassis a really good workout. With 5 sensors, one on each wheel and one on the steering wheel, taking readings 500 times a second, the shock absorbers are being adjusted all the time in order to optimize the chassis performance, whatever it's doing. Accelerate hard and the rear shock absorbers instantly get stiffer. It stops the car squatting and sitting down at the back. When this is allied to the Haldex electronically controlled all-wheel drive system, you get maximum acceleration. And to match that, race-bred Brembo brakes have been added as well. And again, the 4C technology helps out, because this time it stiffens up the front shock absorbers so the car doesn't dive under heavy braking and lift the rear wheels up off the road. And with this S60R and its extra 50 horsepower, you get to 100 kilometers an hour almost a second quicker than the T5. But now the best bit, cornering. It may be beginning to spit with rain, but that's not going to dampen my enthusiasm. And here this 4C technology is with you every inch of the way, helping to balance the car as you head into the corners. In fact, as you turn into a corner, it's the rear end that gets stiffened slightly. It gives the car a hint of oversteer at the back to help the front turn in. And then towards the end of the corner, it's the front that begins to stiffen up. It gives the car a little bit of understeer. And this test track is one of the roughest and bumpiest I've ever been on. And yet the poor old shock absorbers are working overtime to help me out. And it really is amazing what they do. We've got our tight little chicane now. Brake again, you see how flat the car brakes, it doesn't dive, and I can turn in, and one way and the other, and a little hench of all. We got the back out there ready, because I threw it both ways, but all the time, the shock absorbers are adjusting. Now, I'm cornering at 140 kilometers an hour. It holds its line. There's no pushing wide, none of that understeer that you'd expect. This is fun motoring. A little 360 spin, perhaps. All-wheel drive, all-wheel fun.